The NASCAR Xfinity Series race is officially concluded from Bristol Motor Speedway, and we see Custer come back from a flat tire and win at Bristol and also win the regular season championship for the Xfinity Series. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. I just got done watching NASCAR Xfinity Series race in Bristol Motor Speedway, the Food City 300. We had quite a bit to talk about from this race, so let's go and talk about it. So before the green flag drop in today's race, Sam Mayer, Josh Williams, Parker Reslef, Leland Honeyman, and Steven Parsons would all have to go to the rear for unapproved adjustments. So at the start of the race, you had Chandler Smith lead the field from the outside with Cole Custer on the inside, and Justin Allgaier got a fantastic start and was able to clear for the race lead. The first caution race come out lap number 4 when Cole Custer had a flat tire. He apparently had something break on the car in the early portion, hit the outside wall a little bit. Luckily, there wasn't too damage on the car and was able to come down pit road. But Dale Jr. also, who was making his only Xfinity start, potential final start in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, he also came down pit road because of a radio issue. And he would have a very interesting night. And basically during when he was trying to get the radio fixed, he got a speeding penalty. So then on the restart, you had Justin Allgaier lead the field from the outside with Chandler Smith on the inside, and Justin Allgaier got a fantastic restart and was able to clear for the lead. Justin Allgaier would dominate Paul out to about a 1 or 2 second lead, and then everything would change on lap 52 when Austin Green had a flat tire right in front of Justin Allgaier. He came back down the racetrack, and unfortunately Justin Allgaier and Parker Reslef had nowhere to go. Just a bad break for both drivers. Austin Green can't really control when a tire goes down, unfortunately. Just bad break for Justin Allgaier there. Really couldn't control at that point. Justin Allgaier had the fastest car early and just nothing he could do. This would take Justin Allgaier out of contention for the race win at the time. And Parker Reslef also got collected, taking 2 of the Jordan Anderson racing cars out of contention. So then during the caution once again, Dale Jr. would then come back down pit road to change the helmets to try to fix the radio issue. And then they basically got it done once again. And then Dale Jr. came back down pit road once again to have a change on the wire harness. Also during that caution, Justin Allgaier, Brandon Jones, Ryan Sieg, Kyle Sieg, Sammy Smith, Sam Mayer, Matt DiBenedetto all came down pit road to basically try to play strategy. So then on the restart, you had Chandler Smith lead the field from the outside with Anthony Alfredo on the inside, and Chandler Smith got a fantastic restart and was able to clear for the lead. He got out to a pretty big lead, and coming out the final corner, Chandler Smith would win stage number 1. So during this caution, Ryan Sieg, Brandon Jones, Sam Mayer, Sammy Smith, Justin Allgaier, Dale Jr., Jeb Burr, Matt DiBenedetto, all the guys that basically went to down pit road during the previous caution, they stayed out to play a little bit of strategy. Joe Graf Jr. also got a speeding penalty, and Kyle Weatherman got a safety violation, and Park Clearman got a penalty for equipment interference. So then on the restart, you had Ryan Sieg lead the field from the outside with Brandon Jones on the inside, and Sam Mayer got a fantastic run, went 3 wide up to the outside lane, and was able to clear for the race lead. Then you had Matt DiBenedetto was having some issues on the car, was dropping way back, said he had no power on the car, and unfortunately his day would come to an end. And then on lap 20, the third caution today would come out when Park Clearman nearly spun off fourth caution, would come out when Park Clearman had some contact from Brendan Poole behind him, just got loose, didn't spin out, but they thought there was going to be a big wreck right there. No, luckily no one else got collected. It was a pretty big drift, and that would bring out the caution. So then on the next restart, you had Sam Mayer lead the field from the outside with Brandon Jones on the inside, and Sam Mayer had a fantastic restart and was able to clear for the race lead, and he continued to dominate. But he had a really good battle for about 3rd or 4th position between Justin Allgaier, Sheldon Creed, and I believe Chandler Smith as well, and also Brandon Jones. And then on lap 153, Justin Allgaier's chance to win the regular season championship completely went up in smoke. Justin Allgaier and Sheldon Creed collided coming off of turn number 2, and Justin Allgaier had nowhere to go, hit the inside wall really hard. I've seen some people blame Justin Allgaier for the incident. I've seen some people blame Sheldon Creed. It's just a coordinated fact. It's just a racing deal if you ask me. I'm not really going to put blame on one or the other driver. I think that was just a racing deal and racing incident. Even Justin Allgaier was kind of saying, was that my fault? I think it was just a racing incident. Because of that, Justin Allgaier had a lot more damage on the car than he initially anticipated. But during this caution, a couple drivers actually decided to stay out. Jeremy Clements, Parker Clearman, and Brandon Jones, all who were trying to either win the race or trying to play some strategy, they all decided to stay out. And Dale Jr. also lost his glasses at that point and had to basically get him back with a helmet exchange. Meanwhile, they were trying to fix Justin Allgaier's car, and he got a penalty for moving equipment when a saw got stuck under the splitter during repairs, and it went on the racetrack, and luckily, the saw still ended up working. So then on the restart, you had Jeremy Clements lead the field from the outside with Sammy Smith on the inside, and Jeremy Clements got a fantastic restart and was able to clear for the lead. He bowled out to about a 2-second lead while everyone was battling, and coming off the final corner, Jeremy Clements would win stage number 2. And then during the caution, Parker Clearman would basically be told that he's locked into the playoffs and will be able to race for a NASCAR Xfinity Series championship. And then during the caution, Jeremy Clements, Parker Clearman, AJ Allmendinger, they all came down pit road while everyone else stayed out. So then on the restart, you have Cole Custer lead the field from the outside with Sheldon Creed on the inside, and Cole Custer got a pretty good restart and was able to clear for the race lead. But then Sheldon Creed made a really big move to the inside and the outside once again and got a great run on Cole Custer, and he was able to pass for the race lead. And it looked like Sheldon Creed was going to run away with this thing. But then on lap 199, the final caution race to come out when Justin Allgaier spun from 30th position. He had a flat left rear tire, unfortunately, and this took Justin Allgaier completely out of contention, and he would go many, many more laps down, and his day would be done. So during the final caution, Riley Herbst, Josh Williams, Kyle Weatherman all basically came down pit road while the rest leaders stayed out. So then on the restart with 94 laps to go, you have Sheldon Creed lead the field from the outside with Chandler Smith on the inside, and Sheldon Creed got a fantastic restart and was able to clear for the race lead. But unfortunately, Sheldon Creed had a bobble going down the back straightaway, and Cole Custer had a great run with 92 laps to go and was able to pass Sheldon Creed for the race lead. And then Cole Custer would maintain about a 1-second gap through the rest of this run. Pretty much not much happened after this point. Cole Custer just maintained a 1-second lead, got up to the traffic. He got into his SVG a little bit, about 15 laps ago, as he was trying to run him back down. SVG wasn't happy about that, but it wouldn't matter at the end, as Cole Custer pulled about a 1 to 2 second lead, and coming off the final corner, Cole Custer comes back for a flat tire and picks up his second win of 2024, and also wins the 2024 NASCAR Xfinity Series regular season championship. What a comeback for Cole Custer. Like I mentioned, you talk about the comeback from the flat tire. They had to go all the way from the back to the front. And it's a great comeback from this 00 team. And you consider the fact they didn't have a lot of momentum going into this race. They were really fast here in the past, so they had good speed. The last time we were here, a great night for Cole Custer. Congratulations to him on getting his second win of 2024's 15th career NASCAR Xfinity Series win. And also congratulations to him on winning the Xfinity Series regular season championship. Congratulations to him on that. So now we'll go ahead and and again, congrats to Cole Custer. So now we'll go ahead and take a look at the race results, and I'll give my score and thoughts on today's race. So Cole Custer picks up the victory. Sheldon Creed finishes second. That is now the 13th time in the last 3 years that Sheldon Creed has finished second. I'm telling you, the win is going to come at some point. You're basically the luck at some point you're going to get it done. Creed has been so fast recently. I'm telling you, the win is coming for this 18 team. They just need to catch that break. It was a good night for Sheldon Creed, just not enough at the end, but second place, a solid run regardless. Chandler Smith finishes third. This 81 team's building a lot of momentum. They were really good early in this race, but they got back a little bit in track position, unfortunately. They had a very good night overall. He finished third. Good race for him. Jesse Love finished fourth, a quiet top 5 run, legit ran top 5 most of the evening, and is moving up there trying to challenge for the lead-up points. He didn't have anything for the leaders, but still a really solid night for Jesse Love. He finishes in fourth. Ryan Truex finishes fifth. His car was not that good on the long run, but it was very difficult to pass in this race, so he's able to maintain his track position and get a very solid top 5 finish in fifth. Good run for Ryan Truex. Brandon Jones finished sixth. On tonight, solid night for Jones, but unfortunately, he will not race for the playoffs for a second year in a row. He's probably glad he's going back to Joe Gibbs Racing at this point. He had a pretty good night tonight. He's been pretty good at this track historically. Solid night for him. He finished sixth. Dale Jr. finished seventh. He was my pick coming into this race to win. I really thought Dale Jr. was going to have a shot. His car was not as strong this year as it was last year. He still had a top 10 car, but again, like I mentioned with other drivers, it was very difficult to pass in this race. Still a very solid night. Jr. usually runs up in the top 5 and top 10 a lot of times. A good night for Dale Jr. He finished seventh, especially after a very strange and wild night for Dale Jr. Ryan Sieg finishes eighth. A good night for him, but unfortunately will not race for the playoffs this year. He had some good runs this year, just build toward 2025 at this point. A solid night for Ryan Sieg inside the top 10. Sam Mayer finished ninth. He led early in the race, but they tried to play strategy. He actually was moving back up to the field. I really think he had one of the fastest cars in this race. A solid comeback night for him. He finishes ninth. And AJ Allmendinger with a quiet top 10 run. He struggled early in this race. They said his car was terrible. He didn't have the car to beat tonight. He finishes in 10th. Anthony Alfredo finished 11th, a really solid night for him. He legit in the first third of this race had about a top 2, top 3 car, but unfortunately track position was key. And once you get farther back in track position, it's very difficult to pass. Still a solid night for him though. He finished 11th. Jeremy Clunts with a solid top 15 finish in 12th place. Pretty good night for him. Riley Hurts finished 13th. He struggled a lot of this evening. Austin Hill finished 14th. Decent night, but not a great night for him. Sammy Smith finished 15th. A not great night for him, but at least he'll race for playoffs this year. He finished 15th. Park Clearman comes back a little bit and finishes in 16th. Brendan Poole finished 17th. Decent night for him. Shane Van Gisbergen finished 18th. A decent night for SVG. Not a fantastic night, but overall he almost did finish on a lead lap, which is good all things considered. He started back as far as 30th and gets a top 20. Not a bad night for him in 18th. Joe Graff Jr. finishes 19th. Josh Walicki finished 20th. Josh Williams finished 21st. Blaine Perkins finished 22nd. Kyle Seek finished 23rd. Ryan Ellis finished 24th. Jeb Byrne finished 25th. Kyle Weatherman finished 26th. Logan Bearden driving the 15 car that Haley Deegan drove early in the year. He finished 27th. Carson Ware finished 28th. Greg Van Alst finished 29th. Justin Allgaier, who unfortunately lost the regular season championship, had he not gotten caught up in that incident with Austin Green and those guys, I think he could have legit had a shot to win the race tonight because he was fast early. He finished 30th, unfortunately. Leland Honeyman finished 31st. Chad Finchett finished 32nd. Stephen Parsons finished 33rd. Matt DiBenedetto, after his issues, finished 34th. Jeffrey Earnhardt, who had his issues at the end of the race, he finished 35th. Garrett Smithley finished 36th. Parker Westside finished 37th, and finishing last in 38th place is Austin Green. So now we're going to go ahead and talk about the overall race as a whole. I'll give my score and thoughts on tonight's race. So honestly, this race was solid in my opinion. I think it had good moments for sure. There was really good racing early in the event. That's what Bristol does. But it was also very difficult to pass. The high line was extremely dominant in the race from about the 100 lap point. The bottom line really did not work at all, and I feel like that they might, I don't know what they need to do about that, but I feel like if the bottom line had a little more momentum compared to the top line, because the top line was so dominant in the race tonight, it was very difficult to pass, but not impossible to pass. If you had a way faster car, you can make moves. That's why some drivers who had faster cars than other guys like Dale Jr. could not get their way up to the front. So, though, I think tonight's race was solid. I'm going to give tonight's NASCAR Xfinity Series race overall an 8 out of 10. It was a solid race, not spectacular, had good moments for sure. I'll give tonight's race overall an 8 out of 10. Talking about CW, first race, they've got some things to definitely fix for sure. Obviously, there were some issues from people that said they didn't have the CW. Apparently, there were certain things in TVs crashing or whatever at some point. They'll figure that out over time. Good to see the CW being part of the sport going forward, and I think it's cool to see that they're part of NASCAR. So, that is going to be it for tonight's NASCAR Xfinity Series race review from Bristol Motor Speedway. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support on Patreon as well. Links go below that, and comment your thoughts on tonight's race. Your thoughts on tonight's race, let me know below. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and congratulate Cole Custer on picking up the victory. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Later tonight on the channel, I have a Shane Van Gisbergen video talking about his performance at Bristol Motor Speedway. Tomorrow on the channel, we're going to have the NASCAR Cup Series starting lineup for the race at Bristol, and we're also going to have the Cup Series race review for Bristol, and we'll also probably talk about the drivers who made it and missed the playoffs. And then, of course, on Sunday, we're going to have 2025 NASCAR Silly Season predictions dropping. Got a lot of great content dropping this week that I cannot wait for you guys to check out. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.